What's up guys, I'm CNS3.
And I'm Shizuzo.
And we're TechRichGames. And today we're going to talk to you about our Beyond Two Souls video game review.
Yeah.
I was born with a strange gift. The ability to see what no human being has ever seen before. It's all mixed up in my head. The images, the sounds, the smell. I need to remember. Put things in order right up to this moment. Remember who I am. If I had to say how it all began, I might just as well start here.
First we're going to talk about the graphics of the game. The game looks really good, it's phenomenal. Pretty much you're watching a movie and playing a game at the same time.
Probably the best looking game on PS3.
Yeah, I always loved the motion capturing of the face ever since L.A. Noire did it. It's one of the coolest features I think a video game can have. It brings so much realism to the game. It just makes you feel like you're more involved and like you're there.
Yeah, like Ellen Page looked amazing in this game. Probably even more amazing than she does in real life. Green Goblin, what's his name?
William Dafoe.
William Dafoe looked really good. Like they looked just like themselves.
Yeah.
Gameplay wise, it's what you expect coming from QuanticDream. It plays a lot like Heavy Rain did. It's a lot of quick actions. And I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did. I really enjoyed all the quick actions and stuff, even though it seemed like at some points there was stuff that really didn't pertain to anything, like taking out the trash and stuff they'd make you do. My one complaint with the gameplay is the combat.
By far, the combat system was definitely murky at times. A lot of times you use the right analog stick in order to move in combat for like punches and kicks. And a lot of times with the camera angles, it was hard to see which way you had to go. So which made it kind of difficult at times. But it didn't seem like you really had a health bar or anything, so you kind of could keep on taking damage and it didn't really matter at times.
You just get a shit beat out of you.
Yeah.
It wouldn't really matter. One of my favorite things was switching from Aiden and back to Ellen Page's character and vice versa. Playing as Aiden was something different that I really haven't played anything like before.
Yeah, at first it was kind of hard to get used to, but after a while you got really used to it and it just became very fluid.
Yeah, and then also after a while it kind of felt like kind of hold handsy. Kind of felt like you're just going into Aiden mode just to move something so you could walk or something like that. It kind of got repetitive after a while. It
was very easy to know when you had to do stuff or there was sequences where you had to move because like in combat, time would slow down.
Yeah.
So you were given that little bit of time to react. And then also like if there's something that you had to move, they would have a little orb, I guess you can call it, floating above it to know like that was something that you can interact with.
Yeah.
But they actually had a lot of things that you could interact with, even if it didn't pertain to anything like moving a garbage can or something.
Yeah.
In order for people to be distracted and stuff.
The story in this game was super involving. It kind of got me right. I wanted to see what was coming next right from the very start. One thing I didn't like about how they played out the story was the sequencing and the way they did it. Like you would jump from young girl to older girl to middle aged girl. At times it was kind of hard to follow, and I kind of wish everything was just in chronological order.
Yeah, at times I agree. It was kind of hard to follow at times, but towards the end of the game you were eventually able to put the pieces together and figure it out.
Yeah.
But besides the fact that it wasn't in chronological order, it was really a good story, and I really enjoyed it.
I feel like if this wasn't a video game, it would make a really good movie or TV show.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much an interactive movie.
Yeah. Also,
the choices you made aren't as significant at times. Even like in some parts when it's dialogue, it'll say what you want to say. If you want to say yes, no, or maybe so. Whatever you say doesn't have really any effect later in the game. A lot of times it's just like what's going on now and how people react to what you say. But in the end, it doesn't really make a difference a lot of times, which was one of the downfalls. Because like if I'm playing a game that I'm making choices, I want it to actually make a difference in the way I play, like BioShock or Walking Dead. You know, I want it to change the outcome and make me want to go back to it every time.
Yeah, you didn't really have a sense of urgency in like trying to decide which one you wanted to do. Like it really just felt like it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Felt like the story would play out the same way no matter what.
Now, granted, there are different endings. There are a couple, but
Yeah.
there's nothing that like
There's not as much of a variety
Yeah.
as I would have wanted with the amount of decisions you have to make in the game.
Yeah, it wasn't as many endings as their previous title, Heavy Rain did.
Yeah. So overall, guys, I really enjoyed this game a lot more than I was really expecting to enjoy going in. I'm gonna give Beyond Two Souls an 8.
Yeah, I also really enjoyed the game a lot. The story was phenomenal. At times, even though it was hard to follow, like in the end, it was really good. And then the gameplay, even though it was mostly quick time, it was still really cool how you were able to interact with so much. But the combat was really the thing that I thought was lacking the most in the game itself. But I'd have to give it an 8 also.
So the first game, other than GTA 5, that we agree on. So
Yeah.
yay!
Yay, we agree on something.
Beyond Two Souls gets an 8 from us. I recommend you playing it if you own a PS3. It's probably going to be one of the last big titles for the PS3, and
It's definitely worth the playthrough. Definitely worth it.
I'm excited to see what QuanticDreams does with the PS4.
Yeah, they have a
I
lot of
think
potential.
they're
with it,
gonna do something cool with it.
for sure. Well, anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We're TechRichGames.
Make sure to click that like button; it really helps us out, and subscribe if you want to see more of our videos. I'm Cheezizzle.
And I'm CNS3.
Peace.
Bitch.
Yo, bitch.
Me, bitch? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Speaking of bitches, how about that Ellen Page?
She's sexy as fuck.